Now in this video we'll study about the sharing of charge between isolated conductors. So till now in all the videos we have taken only one conductor, one isolated conductor, but if suppose we have more than one conductors. So let us say that we have two conducting bodies of random shape and both the shapes are different, and let us say that a charge Q1 is given on this conductor and Q2 is given to this conductor. Now we have already studied in previous videos that the capacitance of the conductors depend on their shape, and since the shapes of both the conductors are different, so we can say that their capacities will also be different. So let us say the capacity of this metal body is C1 and of this metal body is C2. Now if this is the value of C1 and Q1 and C2 and Q2, then they will create a potential on their surface. So let us say that the potential of this body is V1, it is given as Q1 upon C1, and potential of this body is V2 given as Q2 upon C2. Now since they are isolated, so their potential will not interfere with each other, but if we connect them with a wire, then the charge flow will start taking place. Now till what point will the charge keep flowing? The charge will keep flowing till the point when the potential becomes equal on both the bodies of the conductor. So the charge will get the total charge Q1 and Q2, that is Q1 plus Q2, will start distributing over the two metal bodies till both the bodies are at the same potential. So let us say that when they have achieved the same potential, then the final charge is on the two bodies be Q1F on the first body and Q2F, the final charge Q1F and Q2F on the second body. Now that means that the potential of the two bodies will be, final potential will be V1 and V2F, and since we know that both the bodies will achieve the same potential because of this connecting wire, that means V1F and V2F are equal. So if we substitute the formula, then Q1F upon C1 will be equal to Q2F upon C2, or we can say that Q1F upon Q2F will be equal to C1 upon C2. So that is, this formula implies that charge is distributed in the ratio of their capacitance. So whatever is the ratio of the capacitance of the two conductors, the charges will distribute themselves in the same ratio. So if the capacitance of the two conductors are same, then the charges will be equally divided on the two bodies. So this is important for numerical point of view, that the charges after connecting the body of two isolated conductors, then the charges will redistribute themselves in the same ratio as that of their capacitance. Now this gives us two formulas. I am writing directly the formula. We do not need to get into the derivation of that, so that you can just note it down. The final charge on the first body will be given as C1 upon C1 plus C2 multiplied by Q1 plus Q2, and similarly the final charge on the second body can be given as C2 upon C1 plus C2 multiplied by Q1 plus Q2. So these two are important from the numerical point of view to find the final charges when the two isolated conductors are connected to each other.